Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a mood body giving center views. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover wounds, different vibe, you new improved, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, you applaud. Got me think about inside the walls. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper, You with a big stepper who chasing a cheddar,
I have not seen my hair this big in a long time, and I am loving it. So cute. Good morning, buenos dias, my beautiful, beautiful people. Today is Saturday, June 24th, and it is currently 11:43 a.m. And I just decided to get myself off of bed because I was like not really doing anything in bed, and I don't know what it is, but I honestly cannot sleep in anymore. Like, I hate that my body is kind of like, when I have to do something, it wants to sleep in, but then when I don't, it's like, okay, get up and go. But you know, I'm not complaining, especially because during the weekday I have to wake up at like 6 in the morning for work. This past week I have been snoozing my alarm. Not really snoozing, but I have an alarm set up for 30 minutes later. So I have an alarm for 6 and 6:30. 6:30 is the latest that I can get out of bed to start getting ready for my work day. So I've been waking up at 6:30 every single day. It looks so, hold on. Okay, that's a little better. It was looking too bright. But yeah, I've been waking up at 6:30 because, as you guys know, this past weekend, my friend was here and she left on Monday, Juneteenth. I was so exhausted. Like, we went from Thursday to Monday, like back to back, outside, eating out, doing activities, enjoying our time together, which I'm not complaining about at all. I really loved that she was here and we were able to do things and, you know, explore and try new foods and stuff. But my introvert ass, I was ready to just chill at least for a day before getting into anything. But because obviously I live here and she's visiting, I don't want to be like that kind of person to be like, oh no, let's not do that. Because like, even when I'm on vacation, I'm like, go, and then when I get back, it's like, okay, I can relax now. But yeah, so that was pretty much my weekend. So today the plan is to edit that vlog. I have 3 hours worth of footage, so I think it's gonna take me a little bit to edit that vlog. And Tuesday on the 20th, I ended up calling out because I was so exhausted. Like, I couldn't bear dealing with people at all. So I just took that day for myself. I called out and literally was just bumming it out at home. I wasn't really doing much. And I haven't been to the gym since Saturday. So last Saturday was when we did Pilates, and Pilates killed me. Like, killed me. You know, I was sweating and I was feeling good while I was doing it, and it was a really intense workout, but it's something that I genuinely did enjoy, and I do want to go back to doing that again. I don't know when, but ever since, I haven't been back to the gym because my body was hurting until I believe either Wednesday or Thursday was when my body just stopped hurting again. And I was like, okay, now I can go back to the gym and, you know, get my workout back in. But it's been a week since I've worked out, so tomorrow I definitely want to go to the gym, even if I just go and do the 12-3-30 again. I think that's like my plan for tomorrow, just to get my body moving again and get blood flowing, heart pumping, and just getting myself back up into the groove of working out again, because I had a really good week going strong, and I really enjoy the feeling that I get after a workout. So I definitely do want to get back to that. And then on top of that is my birthday. Well, it's not my birthday now, but my birthday is coming up in less than a month. My birthday is on the 21st, and I've really been thinking about like what I want to do for my birthday. I'm kind of like going back and forth between, I mean, there's not really many options, to be honest. But what the fuck is that? Hell no. Hell no. Yo, what the is that? Yo, oh my god. I don't know what the that is, but it gotta go. It has to go. Oh my god, I hope that don't fly. I don't even know what it is. I can't even see it. What the is that? It does fly. Yo, what the Bro, this is so disgusting. Between the spiders and all those extra like critters, I don't know how they get in here. Like, I really hate that about Houston. Like, ugh, oh my god. Now my apartment smells like a whole bunch of Clorox, because I literally spray them down just in case they fly. Oh my god. I gotta open my windows because it smells like a lot of Clorox in here now. Jesus Christ. What was I even saying? Oh, my birthday. So yeah, my birthday is coming up in about a month, a little less than a month now. So I have been going back and forth with wanting to do like a little staycation and just have a nice little brunch the day of my birthday and just enjoy the city and just walk around, because I live in the suburbs outside of Houston, obviously. So maybe just have like a nice little daytime like date with myself. And it's crazy how much of an introvert I've become, or maybe I've always been like this, but because I've always been surrounded by so many people, I never really like noticed it. But like just having so much time to myself and just being able to enjoy my own company, like I've really loved that and enjoyed it for the past almost 3 years. I'm about to have 3 years living here in Houston. In August I make 3 years. So that's just crazy to me. Like, time flies. Like, time waits for no one, literally. With that being said, I want to just talk to you guys a little bit, not right now because I want to make some breakfast, but I want to talk about, you know, moving out alone and how I've done it, and, you know, just like things that I've learned. So I'll do that in a little bit. But my agenda for today is to make breakfast right now. Since I'm editing today, I also, after I make breakfast and like let my food digest, the sun is not out today, which is perfect. It's still warm, but the sun is not blazing, so I love that. I'm going to walk over to the supermarket, which is actually a little bit of a walk, if I'm being honest. Let's see how far it is walking. I've never obviously walked to the supermarket before. So it's a 2-mile walk. It says it's an hour walk. That is crazy. That is insane.
Get out the way. Who got a watch? Who got the time? I'm racing the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want big rocks. I got plans, you got talk. Heard it's real cheap, but it's really gon' cost. I'm tryna get these ends, build empires with my friends. I'm about handling my business. No time for stress over bullshit. You think success is an option? I'm tryna get this shit poppin' like woo. Big move.
Criminal offensive side eye.
Y'all heavy on the tweeting. I'll disappear a whole season like woo. Who said they looking for me?
Just waiting for my Uber. It is so hot, but I'm not even gonna complain because last weekend was just a lot worse. Like, it's not even 100 degrees right now. So let's see, he's almost here. I just got back and I can't believe that this little bit of things was literally $50. Shit is expensive. Oh my god, I love these. Like, these popcorners are so good, and this is the sweet and salty one. This is like my favorite. Anytime they come in like that assortment box, you know, like when you buy the bulk boxes, this is the only one that I would eat. So I just got myself one, and then I just got like the ingredients I need for everything that I'm gonna make today. So I got some Dijon mustard, and I've never had this before. I got some balsamic vinegar for my for the salad that I'm gonna make. Then I got some baking powder, regular baking powder. I like that these things are like, they come in smaller sizes because if I'm not gonna use it as often, then they're just gonna go bad. Then I of course got myself some strawberries to have with the pancakes right now. I got some, it doesn't say cherry tomatoes, but I like how small these ones are, but they're not as tiny as the actual cherry tomatoes. I got some organic coconut flour because the pancake says that it needs this. I got some basil for my salad. I got a really ripe banana because the ones that I have, they're still green. So I wanted to have that nice mushy feeling to the banana so it could like mix in really well. I got myself an onion because I run through red onions like nobody's business. And then I got myself some large avocados because the smaller ones, they were extremely ripe and I still have ripe avocados left. So I just got myself 2 large ones, and I can leave these out for like the next 2 days, and then I can eat them after, obviously. But yeah, that's everything that I got, and this was all $50. Like, that's crazy to me, but whatever. Well, I don't think I showed this, but I like using these for, wrong way. I like using these for my pots because they get burnt a lot in the inside, like the pots where I make my rice and stuff. So this helps to keep it nice and clean, and it's nice silver color that it has. And then I got my favorite dish pads. Since I wash my dishes by hand, I like to do that. Oh, and then of course I showed you guys the assortment of sushi that they have. I got myself the California combo, and I'll probably have this as a little snack later. This has California roll, spicy California roll, and a crunchy California roll. So this is gonna be good. I think this is the same one that I get all the other times. So yeah, and it was only $9, which is not bad. That's my grocery haul. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself my little breakfast because I can feel the hunger coming. Or this is gonna be like a little brunch. It's gonna be my brunch. But yeah, I'm gonna put these things away and get started on that. And smells so good. I wonder if it tastes good though, because I feel like I did too much oatmeal and very little like flour. So let's see what it's giving. I'm actually kind of scared to even try it. These strawberries are perfect. Let's see. So I don't know, for some reason I feel like it didn't cook all the way through. Like it doesn't look how it did in the picture. But it's good though. If it didn't cook all the way through, I know I'm about to be sitting in the toilet as soon as I'm done with this. But it's actually really good. Let's try it. And my mom is calling me. Hello.
¿Qué tú haces, cabezona? Ñañe, tú estás cisna.
Vamos a verlo, vamos a probar. Dile hola a mi YouTube.
Hola.
Vamos a ver.
Te voy a mandar una foto de una...
That salad was so good, and I'm actually gonna go for seconds because I still feel like a little hungry. I really want to buy, I have to figure out where I can get this from though, like fresh tuna, like the pink tuna. I would rather that tuna than canned tuna, but this was still really good. But I'm definitely gonna go for seconds. I could have literally ate straight out of the container that I prepared it in, but I just didn't like feel like being or feeling like a fat ass. But I'm still going for seconds anyway. I'll probably eat the remaining that's in there. So
Yeah, stepping in the spot like she own it, looking like the world is your runway. She can set it off like a gunplay. Oh my, yeah. Talk of the city with that body, always getting praised like it's Sunday. She said, baby, what you gonna do about it? Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. Yeah, that thing's so vibrant. I wanna know if you can give me the keys to your heart, baby. All I need is you. All I need is you. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. She said she need me like heartbeats. Drive me the bed like a RV. Hugging the curves on that body. She bring the heat like wasabi. Promise not to test your heart. Never. We just can't be kept apart. Yeah, yeah. Baby, you the best by far. Always go the extra mile. Yeah, yeah. All I need is you. All I need is you. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Loving your vibe, girl. That energy got me going. It's my baby. That thing's so vibrant. Keys to your heart, baby girl. Ewe muleji, you right next to me. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila. Ewe muleji, mami venaki. Moji mule na vanemia yila, vanemia yila.
I need to learn how to properly use chopsticks. I hope the wind is not too obnoxious for this video because it's a little windy, and I just wanted to film this outside because it feels really nice out here, and I just wanted to be outdoors for a second. And the sun is setting, so it's actually setting right behind you guys, but I'm back home obviously. So I just wanted to close out the video with giving you guys my advice in regards to, you know, moving out and whatnot and what I've learned. Obviously take what I say with a grain of salt. If you agree with the advice, you pick and choose. So basically whatever resonates, whatever doesn't, and it is what it is. This is my personal experiences that I'm speaking on, so it's not going to be the same for everybody. This is, I feel like it's a little so awkward, just a little bit, because obviously I'm outside and anybody can hear me talking. I moved out on my own at 23. Originally, I had roommates in New York. I had 2 roommates and we had a 3-bedroom apartment. It was really nice. I actually love that apartment. And had I not left New York, I probably would have still been there with other roommates. I made the decision to just move out and come to Houston because it was within my budget. And I've always wanted to live in Texas because I have other goals out here. So that's just what it is. But this experience is obviously in relation to me moving out by myself from 23 until now. I am currently 25, turning 26 in a month. So I think I have a little bit of experience and things to share in regards to, you know, taking the step to either move out of the state completely by yourself or just taking the step to move out with roommates, however you want to do it. And if you have any questions, you can just comment down below and I will be happy to answer those as well. So the first thing for me, especially when it comes to moving out of state, is that I noticed the importance of leaving your hometown because it's the only way to really experience growth. So you have a lot of alone time, time to think for yourself, time to really spend time with yourself and really figure out exactly what it is that you want without anybody else's opinion. That was like a big factor for me because I've always been surrounded, oh my gosh, I've always been surrounded by family. Like all my family is in the East Coast, if not they're overseas in DR. So I've always had like that kind of like input, unwanted, unnecessary input in a way. And your fear is not someone else's fear, and your path is not someone else's path, especially for them to understand. It could be people of different ages. Like for me, when I made the decision to move to Houston, I didn't tell anyone that I was moving. I literally told my family the month of when I was moving. So I moved at the end of August, and August 1st was when I started telling people that I was leaving, because I didn't want that like outside opinion or like people trying to tell me that I wasn't making the right decision and like what was I gonna do by myself so far away from family. But I needed that alone time. Like I craved it so bad, and having done that, solidifying everything for myself before telling anybody was like the best thing that I ever did, because I feel like I would have let other people's doubts cloud my own judgment. You also get to figure out what really matters to you. You get to curate your life at your pace. You also learn the importance of boundaries. Boundaries for me really became a thing a year into moving to Houston, because I was the type of person, I was a yes man to the death of me. Like whatever anybody needed, if someone needed my help on anything, I would definitely be there to help them out, or you know, just always pushing my stuff aside and helping everybody else. And just curating those boundaries for myself really brought me a lot of peace of mind. Also, you get to limit your accessibility, and with that being said, but yeah, like I was saying, accessibility, and of course losing friends, people who you would hang out with at all times. Obviously you're not as accessible to these people anymore, so those are going to be people that you no longer either talk to as frequently. Like for me, I have the same like 4 group girls from high school, and then Jazz, of course, she's a new friend that came into my life, and we've been really close ever since. I met her through my roommate. You get to really like notice how strong your friendships are when you're at a distance. And I know my really close group of friends will be there for me, and I will be there for them no matter the distance. So I love that. And then you learn the hardship of managing everything on your own. So bills, any personal finances, your personal life in general. You also have the ability to quiet the noise. You get to really dig into your spirituality, healing your traumas, letting go, or just minimize any distraction, because of course you're away from everything. So for me, that was really important, especially to grow and be the person and the woman that I have become today. When I moved to Houston, I can 1000% say that I was not the same person that I am today is just like a whole different me. Like, I feel so much more comfortable by myself. I feel like I've stepped out of my comfort zone many times, and I really just stood up for myself in ways that I wouldn't have before. Just a lot of personal growth overall in moving out by yourself and leaving your hometown, and that's just what I love about it the most. Also, timing and your own space. Everything rolls on your time. Like, you don't have to worry about anything or anyone else. Everything is according to what you want to do and what you think is right. I've also been able to have the time to really like bask in and learn new cooking techniques and actually just cooking overall, because if I'm honest, I never used to cook before. Like, I would cook like minimal, really basic dishes. I've been able to, you know, perfect my craft, or to say the least, just learn the basics of cooking, and I really love that. Also, I experience a lot of gratitude, like just expressing my gratitude on a daily basis. Like, my apartment is not furnished completely, and I still look around my apartment, like it just catches me off guard. Like, I may be in the middle of working and I'll just like look back at my apartment and I'm just like, wow, like I'm actually here. Like, I did this all by myself, even though I'm not exactly where I'm meant to be or how I would like my apartment to be. I still have been able to get here and do what I have to do to be able to have my own space, and for that I'm proud, and I'm really happy that I've been able to do that as well. Oh, another thing that I have written down, which is what I already said, is do it without the opinion of others. Didn't tell anyone that I was moving until the month of my move. Outside opinions or fears will cloud your judgment. So like I said, if you are planning on doing this and you feel like your family, your friends, or whoever it is going to instill fear into you, I suggest to not even mention anything and just do it, especially if you're doing it on your own and no one else is helping you financially. I feel like your decision is yours and you should definitely be able to make that decision and move forward with it. So that's pretty much it. It's just a lot of like self-growth and development for me, and I honestly just love the season that I've been granted and just been able to go through in regards to growing. Now, I do want to point out, of course, for like whoever isn't ready to take that step and just move out and do it on a whim, because for me, if I'm being very honest, when I moved out, I had a lot of debt under my belt, and I had a friend of mine actually advise me to just stay home for a year, clear out my debt, and then move, and then do it that way. But I already had my mind set on like wanting to move out and leaving the state. Like, I didn't want to like live at home with my mom, especially because my relationship with my mom was like really rocky during the time. So I really didn't want to like be in that same space, and I felt like I wasn't going to grow if I stood like in my comfort zone. So if you want to move but you feel like you're not ready, my personal advice is to just do it. You'll figure it out as you go, which is exactly what I did. I did get myself into a lot more debt than I thought that I ever would, but now I'm getting myself out of that, and it's honestly so rewarding to know that I went through all these things by myself and have been able to get myself out of it as well. Obviously, make sure that you have a job in place. Like, when the idea for me to move to Houston came up, I was kind of hesitating about it because I obviously wanted to make sure that I had my job. I didn't know, I was already working from home, but I didn't know how I was gonna do it because I don't know if my job would have allowed me to work out of state, you know, the whole taxes and payment issues and whatever. I was working one day and I had mentioned it to my manager, and it turned out that they were just recently approving Texas as an employment state. And I was like, wow, this is definitely my sign for me to go. My job is not like I'm living comfortably. Like, I don't have an excess amount of money, but I know how to manage with what I have, and I always budget myself. So, I mean, at first when I moved, I was just going crazy and having my fun and not really caring about, you know, like bills and things. But after a while, like earlier this year, I finally like sat myself down. I was like, okay, no, I have to really like work on myself and get rid of the debt that I have. So I've been able to do that. And yes, I'm currently living check to check, but I'm still able to do things. Like I still go out and I still enjoy myself, but my debt is clearing and my rent is paid and all my bills are paid. So that's what really matters to me. And then later on down the line, I would still be able to enjoy myself after everything is paid off. So yeah, I honestly, I literally live really comfortably. So just make sure that you have a job in place, because obviously that's the only thing that's going to guarantee a roof over your head. Don't do it if you don't have one, unless you have like X amount of savings that is going to allow you to live comfortably from like 6 months to a year. Everything falls into place. Be ready to give up the lifestyle that you were previously having if you want to change your life around. And that's basically what I've done this year in general. I used to be really big on like partying, and like even giving up my car was a big compromise for me, because I know that to move around here I do need to have a vehicle. But having my car actually made me spend a lot more money than necessary. Just car payments and insurance alone was a lot. But then also put into that all the extra expenses, whether that's like food or like just going out in general, is expensive already on its own. So it was just like piling up on me, and I had to make the right decision for what it is that I want in my future within the next 5 years at least, like short-term goal wise. I'm really glad that I was able to really be realistic with myself and actually like sit down, write everything that I want to accomplish, and actually work towards it. So that's a big one for me. Now, if you want to take the safe route would be what my old friend had recommended, which was to stay home for a year, clear out all your debt, rack up your savings, and then think about the move. That's definitely like the safest way to do it. And of course, you would also have your job on the side as well, just to make sure that everything goes smoothly and as you plan it. If you're not in a rush, I feel like you can do it in that way. If you feel like you're comfortable with your family, or you have like that support system with you in your home, then definitely, of course, do it that way. But for me, I have the support system, but I was just ready to get up and go. I feel like I'm the type of person that once I'm ready to move to the next level and pivot, I just take that step and I move forward. And then lastly, I have here, think about long-term goals. Why are you thinking about moving to that place? Like, what is it about that place that calls you? What is it that you see? I feel like 5 years is like really short term. So think about like a 10-year plan, right? Like, where do you see yourself in that state? What do you see yourself doing? And then what are your short-term goals when you get there? Like, as soon as you arrive to your new destination, to your new home, what is it that you're going to be working towards? Think about that for a second. Lastly, and it's literally the most important, because I myself put a lot of pressure and feel like I need to have everything figured out to a T, no mistakes, just perfectionism 100%. And that's not realistic. So definitely be really, really, really realistic with yourself, and know that it is okay to not have everything figured out, because no one knows everything, right? So you have to make sure that you're giving yourself that room to grow, because that's the only way. And also room for failure, because the only way to grow and to really pivot is by failing. Your failures have a lot of lessons, and that's the only way to go about it. So take your failures with a grain of salt, lighthearted, and just learn from it, learn from your mistakes, and then moving forward, just make sure that you're able to pick yourself back up and do what you got to do next time to not fail again. Or if you fail again, just make sure it's not in the same area. Just learn and then keep moving forward. I feel like that's everything I kind of have to say. I feel like it was kind of like all over the place, but that's just my experience. That's kind of like what I have right now in mind that I can really share about, you know, moving out. Obviously, like the bills and everything, it is a lot when you're living by yourself and taking care of everything by yourself, but it gives you the opportunity to grow and to actually even put yourself in your parents' shoes and realize how much they have to take care of when you're at home living for free, right? So it gives you a whole new perspective in life, and I really, really love that. But yeah, this is the end of this vlog. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Today was really unexpected. I was literally editing for like 3 hours, and then my friend hit me up and she was like, do you want to go out to eat? Like, I'm always down to go out to eat, especially if it's a new spot. That ramen was so good, and it had like that little spicy kick. Delicious. And I will definitely be back to that place, like to try their other menu items. But it's kind of like a brunch all day kind of thing. But the drinks, I mean, I still have mine here. I mean, it's really watered down, but it's still kind of sweet. Actually, it tastes a little better because it's not as sweet as it was, you know, at the restaurant. That's all that I have to say for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.